And welcome to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow taking on Berryhill this afternoon. Broken Arrow getting the first out collected. They're looking to pick up their 21st victory of the season, hosting Berryhill. Broken Arrow has been cruising all now. Berryhill looking to get their offense going in the first, and Dan Hawk by myself today here in the press box. That pitch is flared right to second, and that will be the second out of the inning. So Broken Arrow now leads it 2-0. Excuse me, 2 outs in the inning, 1 out to go, and Broken Arrow will be at the plate. Pitch.
Allie Stein is the batter.
Stein. It's now 3-1. 2-1 rather. Fouled out of play. It's now 2-2. And we have 2 outs as well. Trying to update the scoreboard here for you. I'm doing everything solo this afternoon for Broken Arrow Athletics, so bear with me. Hinson been dominant so far in the circle in this slow pitch season. Gets the 3rd out of the inning to go out to first to Harp, and that will do it as the Tigers went down in order, or excuse me, Berryhill went down in order, 1, 2, and 3. Broken Arrow coming up to the plate. Stay with us. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow looking to get the offense going in the bottom half of the first. We'll start it off with Emily Evans at the plate for Broken Arrow. She's been a heck of a leadoff batter, playing shortstop today for Broken Arrow. First pitch runs in, so it is now 1-0. Sammy Mack in the circle for Berryhill as Evans takes ball 2. That is 3 straight balls on Miss Evans. Evans avoiding getting hit, so she'll go to first. And Taylor Clay will come to the plate for Broken Arrow. So with 1 on, no outs, Clay lets the first one go outside, ball 1. Broken Arrow will play a doubleheader today, and we'll hope that my voice stays alive for the 2 games. 2 straight balls to Clay. That pitch in there for a strike hit the corner. So 2-1. Remember, Evans is at first. That one runs in. It is now 3-1. Overcast day, a little breezy, but nothing too Wild. Walk will bring up Macy Childers. So with no outs and 2 on, Childers, who is in the 3-hole, has a chance to get something going here. Be sure to be checking out the Uncaged podcast, as we did have head coach Randall King on the show with Executive Director of Athletics, Mr. Dustin Smith. All things softball, talking about the team's average batting over 600 throughout the course of this lineup. And that is 2 straight balls on Childers, so it's 2-0. I'd like to thank Blake Shire, director and producer and engineer, the man that can do it all for Broken Arrow Athletics, helping us get up this event going on today. Lots of events going off the district. Board meeting tonight. Our percussion performance over in the field house. I want to give the best of luck to those band members. We'd like to thank the Pride for all that they do for us as well. Childers is going to draw the walk. So with the bases loaded, Aaliyah Scarborough, future Golden Hurricane, will be playing for the University of Tulsa this next season. Playing in her final at bats with Broken Arrow, sends a shot. That is a straight liner off the left field wall. That is going to bring in Clay and Evans. So it is now 2-0 Broken Arrow. Kenya Harp at the plate. No outs. Harp with 2 on has an opportunity to bring in some more damage for Broken Arrow. First pitch, a ball. And Harp sends it deep to the track, but that will bring in Childers. So that's the first out of the inning, and the Tigers now lead it 3-0. With the sac fly, Josie Henson will come to the plate. And she crushes that one in to the gap rover position. That's going to be out number 2, but not before Scarborough comes across to score. So the Tigers now lead it 4-0 as Jesse Piles, who's playing in the rover position, will come to the plate. I'd like to thank Larry Smith, our PA announcer, for helping me get these lineups together for this game. I will tell you right now, folks, he's got the best voice in all of broadcasting. 1 ball on Piles. He also has a smile that will light up a room as well. 2 balls on Piles. That one's up and in, so 3-0 is the count with 2 outs. Piles draws the walk. And Jordan Davis, the catcher, will come to the plate. Davis out one, runs in, goes all the way to the backstop for ball 1. Davis with a laser into the outfield. So with 2 on, Emily Gilland will come to the plate. Corey Webb will run at first for Davis. Gilliland, looking to have herself a day. Has one of the best names in all of high school softball, I will tell you that right now. Two on for Gilliland. I was batting 1,000 until I screwed up her name there. Emily with 0-1 count. Lets that one roll in for ball 1. It's 1-1 for Emily. Gillen hitting her right to the rover position, and that will end the inning. 2 left on, but the Tigers do get 4 runs in that bottom half, so we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Broken Arrow Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward. Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
And welcome back to the softball complex. Broken Arrow getting the first one across. That was Esker, Kelsey Baker now at the plate with 1 out. As we are in the top of the second. Kelly getting the first one for a strike on the inside corner. So it is now 0-1. Little floater. Line drive for Kelly. That's her first hit of the ball game, and she's on first with no outs. Maddie Taylor at the plate. First pitch is a strike down the middle. That second one, a little high. 1-1 the count. Little floater as well falls in, but the Tigers get the first out from Kelly at second, so it's 2 outs already. Riley James at the plate for Berryhill. Correction, Cassidy Gilmore at the plate. Gilmore with a bullet, and that one is gone. A 2-run home run. And just like that, Berryhill cuts the deficit. It is now 4-2. 4-2 ball game here at the Tiger Softball Complex. Riley James with her first at-bat for Berryhill. It's a slow roller right by Henson. Henson got a glove on it, but it skipped away, so James will go to first base with an infield single.
Next up, number 30, Maddie Harlan.
Maddie Harlan, the pitcher, now at the plate. Harlan sends out one to center. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So just like that, with 2 outs, Berryhill has 2 runners on.
Next up, number 4, Gracie Nip.
Gracie Nip will take a crack at it. First pitch called for a strike on Nip. One and one now. 3 straight balls, or 2 straight balls on Nip. But it is now 2-2. Twos across the board. And that is a called strike 3. So Broken Arrow gave up 2. It's now 4-2. We'll have the following inning coming up next. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow and Berryhill. Berryhill's got 3 hits already. Broken Arrow's got 2. But as far as the score is concerned, Broken Arrow leading it 4-2. Dan Hawk on the call for you. We'd like to thank our One Club sponsors. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Cincinnati St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. Bullware. Michaela Bullware at the plate for Broken Arrow. And she lets the first one go in for a ball. Count is now 1-1. Bullware sending it right in the middle. That is hauled in by the pitcher, Maddie Harlan, for the first out of the inning. So, top of the lineup for Broken Arrow. The shortstop, Emily Evans, at the plate. It is now 0-1. 1-0, correction. One on Evans. Evans hitting this one in the gap, hits it off the front of the base of the wall. She's going to go into second with a stand-up double. So Taylor Clay back at the plate. This was a 1-2 punch in the first inning with these two. Evans gets over to third on the hesitation from Berryhill. So with a runner on the corner, Clay has a chance to extend the lead. First pitch, a ball. And a nice base hit down the right field line from Clay. Evans comes easily into score. And Clay will go into second with a stand-up double. 4 hits, 5 runs for Broken Arrow. Macy Childers at the plate. That one out of play. Nice base hit up the middle from Childers. Clay rounding the base path, comes in to score easily. It is now 6-2, and Childers goes into second with a double, or Vance on the run, so she'll get a single in the scorebook, but she'll advance. Aaliyah Scarborough, the third baseman, lets the first one run in. One and 0. One and 1. Make it 2 and 1. That one hit the dirt as well, so it's now 3 and 1. Scarborough batting over 500 on the year. And she's going to pick a base hit on the left side. Childers getting the green light to come home. It is now 6-0. 7-0 Broken Arrow. Kenya Harp at the plate. As the Tigers have scored in both innings. That one's a high towering fly ball, but it's going to go right in the hands of Baker for the second out of the inning. The pitcher steps up to the plate now, Josie Henson. Henson with a base hit in the left.
Next up, number 22, Jesse Piles.
As Jesse Piles, playing the Rover today, will come back to the plate. Ball 1. Ball 2.
Fast-paced game.
That is going to be belted to center, but that will be the third out of the inning. As the Tigers now lead it 7-2 over Berryhill. We'll go to the top of the third. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Riley Smith at the plate sends a sharp liner to short, but that's going to be out number 1. So Tess Malacott, the first baseman at the plate, goes right back to Henson, but Henson gobbles that one up quickly. So 2 quick pitches equal 2 quick outs as Broken Arrow playing some solid defense. Strike 1 on Allie Stein. Stein shopping in the gap in right. She's going to pick up a base hit. Ruesco at the plate. And Esco just belts it to Clay. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base. That will do it. We go to the bottom of the third. Broken Arrow on top, 7-2.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Jordan Davis, the catcher, up at the plate for BA. And that's going to fall in for a base hit just over the head of Baker.
Next up, left fielder Emily Gullen.
As Corey Webb will run at first base, that is. Emily Gilliland at the plate. Two straight balls on Gilliland. Gillen's going to line out to third to Gilmore. Webb slides back into first.
Next up, right fielder Michaela Bullware.
So, no harm, no foul, but that will be the first out of the inning. Michaela Bullware at the plate. Bullware going to find a gap into center. Just a little floater.
Next up for the Tigers, Emily
So
Evans.
we go back to the top of the lineup, the shortstop, Emily Evans. And her first pitch is a called strike one. Ball one. 1-1 the count. Two and one. Evans hits it right to the rover. So that will be the second out of the inning. Taylor Clay looking to keep this offense still going. She takes ball one. And that one's going to foul and be way out of play for a 1-1. And another base hit from Clay. Webb will just stay on third.
Next up for the Tigers, Macy Childers.
As Macy Childers will come back up. 10 hits already for Broken Arrow, just 1 error. I'd like to thank our One Club sponsors, First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Cincinnati St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. Childers takes the first 2 pitches as balls, so it's now 2-0. And she cranked on that one, but that is out of play. Beautiful base hit from Childers. That's going to fall in. That's going to bring 2 runs. And Broken Arrow now leads it 9-2. Leah Scarborough at the dish. Didn't want to get hit. I think she wants to hit, folks. That's a little high and deep. High and inside, that is. 2 stray balls. It's 2-0. And that one is crushed. That might break a window across the street, but it's going to be foul. Scarborough's going to be an excellent addition for TU. That's all I got to say. It'll be nice to see her down at 11th at Harvard. An in-state player continuing to play at the next level, it's always a good story. So the count is 3-1 on Scarborough. Scarborough draws the walk. So Kenya Harp, with the bases loaded, has a chance to really open up the scoreboard here. First pitch, a ball on Harp. Second one, a ball. Umpire didn't like any of those 3 pitches. 3 stray balls. And the walk is going to bring in a run. That is Taylor Clay. So Henson will have a chance if the base is loaded. Berryhill switching pitchers now. It looks like Baker will go into the circle. So we'll take a quick 30-second timeout as Baker will warm up in the circle. Broken Arrow leads it 10-2. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
So Baker will go to the circle. And with the bases loaded, it'll be pitcher versus pitcher. Dan Hawk along for the ride this afternoon. Also, we'd like to give a shout out to Tiger Threads for all your fans out there of Broken Arrow. You can visit Tiger Threads. They're conveniently located at the northeast corner of the new event center on the south end zone of Tiger Stadium. They're open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The address is 2200 North 23rd Street, Suite 161. And a friendly reminder, that is, that all Broken Arrow Public School staff members enjoy an additional discount. So Henson at the plate takes ball one. And Henson crushes that one. That is over the wall for the grand slam. And Broken Arrow now jumps to a 14-2 lead on that grand slam home run from Henson. So Jesse Piles will have to follow that at the plate.
Next up, number 22, Jesse Piles.
As Broken Arrow has busted open this game. 12 hits, 14 runs. Ball one on Piles. Make that ball two. And also outside, so the count is now 3-0. Henson has been just dominant in the circle through this slow pitch season and just been unloading at the plate as Piles draws the walk.
Next up for the Tigers, catcher Jordan Davis.
And Jordan Davis will now come to the plate. Strike one to Davis. Davis with a hard ground ball finds a hole on the left side, so she'll go to first with the single.
Next up for the Tigers,
Emily Gilliland will come to the plate for Broken Arrow. Ball inside on Emily. Two stray balls. That one also rolling in, so it's going to be 3-0. That will draw the walk, so the bases are once loaded again from Kayla Boulware. Makayla, correction. And she takes ball one. That's going to roll out for ball two. Broken Arrow 20-0 on the season. Have just dismantled every opponent that they've played pretty much the course of this slow pitch season, trying to get to a state championship. A lot of that effort has to go back to Randall King and his approach in teaching these girls hitting. I know he's prided himself very high on getting them to hit, and they've done exactly that. I believe it's 6 or 7 batters batting over 600. 3-1 on Boulware. Boulware's going to draw the walk, so make it 15-2 now. We go back to the top of the lineup with Emily Evans. Ball outside. Two straight balls on Evans. Make that 3. Evans draws a walk, and that will bring in another run.
Next up for the Tigers, second baseman Taylor Clay.
And it appears to be that our track student athletes are coming out of the, or cheer that is, out of the indoor softball and baseball hitting facilities. There's 1-0 on Clay. Make that 2-0. 3-0. Hard ground ball to first, and that will do the inning. Broken Arrow added 9. It is now 16-2, and we'll have the 4th inning coming up. You're watching Lady Tiger Softball on ArrowVision. Stay with us.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Welcome back to the Tigers softball complex. Broken Arrow leading at 16-2 over Berryhill, looking for their 21st win of the season. Broken Arrow scored 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 9 in the third. That's going to be a base hit from Baker to start the top of the 4th.
Next up, number 23, Maddie Taylor.
As Maddie Taylor will come to the plate. Also want to give a shout out to our Executive Director of Athletics, Dustin Smith, who does a lot of work for the high school and also is on the Uncaged podcast with us. Try to cover every high school sport that is out there. Be sure to check out both baseball and softball, and we got our other spring sports that will be coming up untapped on the Uncaged podcast, as well as Taylor gets out at first for the first out of the inning.
Next up, number 34.
I know Mr. Dustin Smith wants more Dan Does stuff, so you might see me going at the plate, striking out in a softball competition, or getting drilled in the back on the baseball diamond, or losing in a tennis match, or really getting destroyed in golf. You name it, we got you covered on the Uncaged podcast. Cassidy Gilmore at the plate for Berryhill, and she's got a 1-1 count. Gilmore hits a shot in the left center. More of left, that is. Tries to stretch it into a double, and she does. Berryhill has been able to connect. They just haven't been able to get any runs across. They've had a bunch of sharp liners as Riley James hits a slow roller to third, and that's going to go foul for strike 1. Riley James, 0-1. And another foul. this Tiger team has just been impressive. And even though the score is a blowout, they've just been fun to watch. Not just here in the slow pitch season. They have a lot of fun in the fall season, and I'm really geared up as James strikes out. I'm really excited for the fall season next year because I really feel like Coach King has got something going. And that will be the inning there. As that will conclude the first game. 16-2 is the final. I appreciate you sticking with me as I'm trying to keep my voice alive. We'd like to thank our One Club sponsors again. First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Cincinnati St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. We'll have game number 2 between Berryhill and Broken Arrow coming up. The final, 16-2. Stay with us. And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. As we begin game number 2, Broken Arrow a winner in game number 1. And the Tigers get the first out of the inning in game number 2.
Next up, Tess Malachi.
As Tess Malachi at the plate for Berryhill. Tess going right back to Bullware in the circle, and she's going to get on first with a single. Dan Hawk along for the ride for game number 2. As Allie Stein will come to the plate. And she's called for strike 1. One on one the count on Stein. Make it 2-1. That's a high towering ball to the left. That's hauled in. But Malacott gets into second, sliding in. Rue takes ball 2. And that's going to end the inning. A short pop fly to Taylor. That pitch is going to go inside for ball 2. Ball 3. Evans draws the walk.
Next up for the Tigers, second baseman Taylor Clay.
So Clay will come to the plate. First pitch is a ball for Clay. And Clay sends a high pop up to center. That falls in for a base hit. Miscommunication out of Berryhill.
Next up for the Tigers, center fielder Macy
So Macy Childers with no outs has a chance to get the offense going. Ball 1 to Macy. Ball 2, and that's going to go to the backstop, but the runners stay. That one's out of the zone as well. 3-0. Macy crushes that one. You can put it on the board. Gonzo. That is a 3-run bomb, and just like that, the Tigers open this one up. So Aaliyah Scarborough.
Next up for the Tigers, third baseman Aaliyah Scarborough.
Will come up now. No outs. Tigers have scored in every inning going back to the last game. And she takes ball 1. 2-0 now. Make it 3-0 on Scarborough. Scarborough draws the walk. So Josie Hinson
Next up for the Tigers,
will get her first crack.
Josie Hinson.
Hinson going right back to center. That's hauled in by the Rover, so that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 24, Kenya Hart.
It's Kenya Hart. Makes her first appearance in game number 2. That is a called strike 1. Ball 1. Harp somehow sneaks that one over the wall. Looked like it was going to hit the top. But that is a 2-run shot, and Broken Arrow now leads it 5-0. That was a quality at-bat from Harp. Low high five to Scarborough.
Next up, Jesse Piles.
High five to Davis. And the Tigers now lead it 5-0 on 3 hits. As Jesse Piles takes strike 1. That one is outside for ball 1. Davis, sharp liner, ground ball on the left side.
Next up for the Tigers, catcher Jordan Davis.
She's going to get on base for Piles. Now the catcher, Jordan Davis, will come up to the plate. Liner straight to Gilmore. So that'll be the second out of the inning.
Next up, Kyla Bulwer.
The pitcher, Kyla Bulwer, at the plate. She takes 2 stray balls. 2-0 on Bulwer. Ball 3. Two outs here in the bottom of the first. Bulwer sits back, hits it into the left center for a single.
Next up for the Tigers, right fielder number 2, Corey Webb.
So Corey Webb will come to the plate, courtesy runner.
Number 1, Cadence Glick.
Cadence Glick will run it first for Bulwer. Webb takes ball 1. And ball 2. Ball 3 on Webb. Webb choking up on the bat. That hit her. So bases are now loaded.
Now batting shortstop, Emily Evans.
And Emily Evans will come to the plate. Takes the first one for a strike. That was right down the middle. Evans to the rover position over the head. 1 run scores, make that 2 runs, and it's now 7-0. I'm going to say that's a hit. I'm not going to give that girl an error. That was a tough fly ball. That'll be a hit for Evans. Stand-up double. Liner through the hole on the second base side for Clay. That brings in Evans. And Broken Arrow now leads it 8-0. Correction, 9-0. Forgot the other run from Webb. Macy Childers sends that one well over to Kawita, it looked like, for strike 1. That was just a long strike 1. She corrects her swing. That one's going to go to center for the final out of the inning. So the Tigers score 9 runs on 7 hits and leave 1 on. We go to the top of the second, coming up next on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Broken Arrow took game 1 16-2. Kelsey Baker at the plate for Berryhill and takes strike 1. Ball 1. Right back to Bullware. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Next up, number 23, Maddie Taylor.
Maddie Taylor at the plate for Berryhill. The wind has died down for the most part. Maddie takes ball 1. Bullware with a snag. How about that web gem for the second out of the inning? Pitchers are athletes. Yes, they are. Great defensive effort out of Bullware, getting both outs here in the inning. Can we make it 3? As Riley James is at the plate for Berryhill. It's 1-1. Correction, that was Gilmore. Gilmore with the solo shot. Got to get that corrected. That was a beautiful swing by Gilmore. So Berryhill is on the board, 9-1.
Next up, number 19, Riley James.
Now Riley James is at the plate. That one's going to stay in play. Bullware trying to scoop it up, but James gets to first with the single.
Next up for Berryhill, number 30, Maddie Harlan.
Maddie Harlan now up. that's going to end the inning with a ground ball out right to Evans. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. Berryhill gets one back. Broken Arrow leading it 9-1. Stay with us. You're watching Tiger Softball on ArrowVision.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Scarborough at the plate. And she takes strike one. Scarborough hits it to left. That's going to be an error on the left fielder. And Scarborough goes into second.
Next up for the Tigers, Josie Henson.
One of those judgment calls. I would say it's an error, but not everybody would. So Henson, the 1-0 count. It's a hard ground ball. And beats it out at first. So ducks on the corner for Kenya Harp.
Next up for the Tigers, first baseman number 24, Kenya Hart.
She hit that smoked to Harley Smith. Kenya Harp, that first one going there for a ball. Ball two. Harp sits back, sends it straight away to center, touches it all for the 3-run bomb. Tigers now lead it 12-1 on that straightaway center deep ball from Harp. 12-1 with 9 hits in the ball game against Berryhill. And I think the umpires are waiting for nope, looked like they were waiting for a softball for a moment.
Up batting number 20, Addison Jones.
So Addison Jones will come to the plate. And she takes ball one. Ball two. Two and one. And a nice base hit up the middle from Jones. That one scoots all the way to the wall, but she stays at first.
Next up, Jordan Davis.
So the catcher, Jordan Davis, will come up for BA. She takes ball 1. Ball 2. That one on the inside corner for a called strike. 2-1. Three and one. She draws the walk.
Next up, Michaela Bulwer.
So Michaela Bulwer will come up to the plate with no outs with 2 on, and Coach Randall King wants a substitution runner as Mackenzie Haas.
Pitch runner first base, number 17, Mackenzie Haas.
Ball 1 on Bulwer. Two 2-0. Bulwer also pitching in the circle today. Takes that on the inside for strike 1. Three and one, hitters count. The lone run for Berryhill came last inning. Cassidy Gilmore with the solo shot. As Bulwer draws the walk, and it's now bases loaded for Corey Webb.
Pitch running at first, number 1, Cadence Glick.
Cadence Glick, pinch running for Bulwer. Webb choking up. Short ground ball to third, scoots it out at first, and that brings in another run. That was Addison Jones. So it's now 13
Next up, Emily Evans.
to 1 as we go to the back of the top of the lineup with Emily Evans. Evans, base hit over the third baseman. As Mackenzie Haas scores. It's now 14 to 1.
Now batting number 23, Macy Fluchet.
Macy Fluchet. That's the first one to roll in. We're having jokes here in the press box. Fluchet lets 2 straight run in on her. Three straight balls on Fluchet. Fluchet draws the walk, and that'll bring in another run.
Next up, number 10, Macy
And that was
Childers.
Cadence Glick. Macy Childers picked up a couple hits in the first game. That's the first one coming for a ball. She wanted that one, but held back. 2-0. Childers dropped her hands just a little bit as she flies out
Next up for the Tigers,
to Harley Smith.
Aaliyah Scarborough.
That is the first out of the inning. Scarborough now at the plate. Let's that one come in for ball 1. Webb wants to score from third. We'll see if she does here. Ball 2 on Scarborough. Scarborough. Grand salami, bust out the rye bread. It is now 19-1 Broken Arrow. Tigers have scored 19 times on 13 hits. 9 in the first, 9 in the second. As Lydia Moore will come to the plate. And Lydia goes back-to-back jacks to make it a 20-0 ball game, BA. It's the high five from Coach King. And this game is definitely opened up. Kenya Harp coming up to the plate. Not bad for a substitute at bat with a solo shot. Harp takes ball 1. Harp liner right over the Rover's head. So Kenya will go to first with a single. Addison Jones back up as the Tigers have batted it around. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Fourth pitch is a strike. But she draws the walk. Casey Denny getting her first at bat in the ball game. She takes ball 1 on the outside. Nice base hit back up the middle. Harp will stay at third. And Peyton Wells will come to the plate.
Now batting number 6, Peyton Wells.
Peyton sends it in the gap. Harp comes across. Jones comes across. So it is now 21 to 1. Corey Webb back at the plate. Ball 1. Webb has done all kinds of stuff for Broken Arrow. Pinch run, pinch hit. Has been a very good utility player for BA this season. She's got a 2-0 count. Make that 3-0. Webb finds a seam up the middle. So another run comes across, and that was Denny. 23 to 21 now. Little floater in his center. That one's going to be hauled in for the second out of the inning. So Macy Flouché comes back up. Don't know what happened there. But that will be the inning. It is 23-1. We'll have the top of the third coming up next on ArrowVision. Stay with us.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
At Ascension St. John, you'll find advanced heart care, brain and spine care, and personalized cancer care. And we excel just as much in the things that can't be measured. Listening more closely, caring more compassionately.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Tulsa Bone and Joint, Northeast Oklahoma's sports medicine experts. We are pleased to help you and the athletes in your life with a number of surgical and non-surgical options. Tulsa Bone and Joint is proud to serve as team orthopedist for local high schools such as Broken Arrow, Owasso, Sapulpa, Cascia Hall, and Bishop Kelly. We're also proud to be team orthopedist for FC Tulsa. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward.
And welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex. Gracie Knipp at the plate for Berryhill. Low roller to second. She's going to sneak on first. So Berryhill staying alive. Kelsey Baker already with one hit in the ball game. Correction, Harley Smith. Someone's going to go right to third. Tigers get the first out of the inning.
Next up, Tess Malachi.
Tess Malachi at the plate. Ball one. Malachi scoots it into right. Berryhill is going to get one run back. It is now 23-2. Allie Stein takes ball one. Fouls that one away, so it is now 1-1. Stein fouls the second pitch on top of the Tiger dugout. It is 1-2. Stein over the head of Flouché. So she'll get to first with a single. As Broken Arrow looking for their second out of the inning. Ruesco at the plate. Finds a gap into right. That's going to bring in another run. It is now 23-3. Kelsey Baker. Lets that one go away for ball one. Tigers trying to double it off over at third, but Baker will go into second. And Stein comes across to score. It is now 23-4.
Next up,
Maddie Taylor up for Berryhill. Strike one. Outside corner. Ball one. Taylor grounds out for the second out of the inning. But not before Berryhill gets another run to make it 23-5. Gilmore with a homer back in the second. Takes ball one. She sends a towering fly ball to the rover position, and that will do it. Broken Arrow winner today. They improved to 22-0, 22-0 that is, on the season. They won the first game 16-2, 23-5 in the second game. We'd like to thank our one club sponsors: First National Bank of Broken Arrow, Simpson St. John, Tulsa Bone and Joint, TTCU Federal Credit Union, the Arrow Group, and Quick Trip. Once again, the Tigers are victorious here at home, 23-5, 16-2 in the first game. That'll do it. Until next time.